Bank for Westchester was founded in 1988 when the community was really just starting to get a sense of this need. The hunger problem is a big one. There's 200,000 people in this county who face food insecurity. At some time during the month, they need help getting food. The organization has grown over the last 26 years to a point now where we're one of 8 regional food banks in the state of New York and one of 203 food banks that are part of the Feeding America network nationally. We're here as the provider of services and education and promotion for the entire network of different agencies that are doing the hands-on work of providing food to the community, whether it's in pantries or soup kitchens or after-school programs for children, senior centers. We're in the business of doing all the food procurement and distribution to these agencies so that they can actually do the work that they're doing.
Without the Food Bank for Westchester, it would be very difficult for food pantries like ourselves, soup kitchens and so on, to provide the services they do. In addition to providing us with non-perishable food items, the Food Bank for Westchester acts as a consultant for us in helping us to make sure we are performing our functions in the most efficient and effective way.
I'm a single dad of a beautiful little 7-year-old girl. Over the years, I really never expected to end up in a position like this. I've worked for myself in home remodeling for a long time. And as things got harder and life happened, the situation arose where this became necessary. It's one of those things that makes the difference in my life and my daughter's life.
Well, I've been coming for a while now. I find it very helpful, for one thing, because when you're on a fixed income, it's very difficult. I'm going to take a decaf coffee. Come to the pantry twice a month, and we get bread and we get vegetables and we get starch. The only thing I have is my Social Security. So I really sort of depend on the pantry.
The Food Bank for Westchester has been a very important part of our program here. We're able to feed the children because we can get food from the food bank, and a lot of the paper goods also come from there. Another great aspect of having this relationship with the Food Bank for Westchester is that we're able to get staff from there to come and educate the children on healthy snacks and healthy meals and nutrition.
We have 2 successful programs that try to address this need by providing backpacks to children to take home on the weekends on a Friday, and also hot food for a kids' cafe, so children who are going to after-school programs have a meal before 7 or 8 o'clock when their parents finally get out of work and come pick them up.
If it wasn't for the Food Bank for Westchester, we really wouldn't be able to offer a well-balanced program because we wouldn't really be able to feed the children nutritious meals.
When we were deciding that we thought we'd like to give money to the food bank, I spoke to someone and discovered that they basically can get 4 times as much for the dollar than we can just giving food. And you discover, give you $20 and that's $80 of food. And you give $1,000, that's $4,000. That you start to feed a lot of people. That's a real impact.
We're very unique in Westchester County because we're able to actually accept large donations of food through partnerships that we've set up with the USDA, local retailers, New York State Department of Health, Feeding America Network.
By virtue of our membership in the Feeding America Network, the Food Bank for Westchester really brings much more in terms of advantages to the community. We have access to different grant opportunities through national relationships that Feeding America has with organizations like Walmart and Stop and Shop. Because of the food bank's commitment to nutrition, we've really focused on developing this very vital network of local New York State farmers and brokers. And it's through this network that we're able to readily purchase fresh produce for distribution each week. We have a regular team of very dedicated volunteers that show up week after week to pack what we call our green thumb bag. Every green thumb bag contains 4 different vegetables and 2 fruits. And this is enough fresh food to provide a family of 4 with produce for 2 to 3 days. One of the greatest changes here in the food bank in the last couple of years has been our ability to be able to use our craft mobile food pantry, for example. So this is a refrigerated vehicle that can actually go to sites that are not being served currently. The mobile food pantry drives right into the community, and the folks can come, select what they want, and bring the food directly to their homes. It eliminates the need for the agencies to have refrigeration or to figure out systems to handle these types of perishable foods. One of the things that I've really learned since I've been here is that there's a lot of people who really want to help. There's a lot of people who really want to be part of a solution in making the quality of life better for their neighbors.
Whether it was answering phones or manning a booth at a civic event or taking surveys, going to agencies and handing out food. I just appreciate how lucky I am. And I'm happy to give back to those who are less fortunate.
So what we're trying to do now is really create opportunities to engage all segments of the community in this volunteer work in a variety of different ways.
The reason we decided to partner with the Food Bank of Westchester is we relocated our corporate headquarters to Valhalla, New York back in October of this past year, and we wanted to find a nonprofit that we could match up with. The work that they're doing here at the food bank distributes across over 200,000 folks in need across Westchester. So in one place you can have an impact across so many thousands and thousands of lives across the entire area.
I can't feel my hands!
We have a Golden Scoop event every year where corporations come in and they're competing against each other to pack the most amount of food in a 1-hour period of time.
It's been a very positive experience to work here at the food bank and be able to give back to the community. To see a family take the food that we've delivered to them and go home and we know that they've used it and benefited from it.
I really see the role of the food bank as being that agent that's bringing all members of the community together in this fight against hunger.
This is an area where you can make an immediate difference and really go to bed knowing that people nearby aren't hungry. That's kind of nice.
Thank you, Food Bank for Westchester.
Thank you, Food Bank for Westchester.
Thank you, Food Bank for Westchester.
Thank you, Food Bank for Westchester.